Good job. You got me. No, this. Come on, we can get at least one more 10 piece. It just works in a slightly different way. It's not designed. All right, well, be that as it may, sir. Imagine if it was designed the way I suggested it were, though. Then everything that I said would have been true. I mean, English is just... there's probably... Someone who's actually knowledgeable about linguistics, feel free to tell me. But please only... I know I'm gatekeeping here. Fucking sue me, okay? Please only if you have a degree. No video essay viewers need apply. Why are there so many words in English that have not just multiple definitions, but distinctly very different definitions? Like, for example, why is a trunk the back part of your car that you put your groceries into, and also the bottom of a tree, and also your torso, and also the long thing that comes out of an elephant's face? You know, and also like something Mr. Dress-Up puts his costumes into, and et cetera, et cetera. Like, why, with all the letters in English, why couldn't they just make different words for different things? Or even still, how did trunk come to be like an elephant? Like, so many disparate things. Like, someone looked at it and said, oh, that thing at the back of the car, that looks a little bit like something you could put clothes into, which looks a little... And then at some point, we're back to the elephant's nose. Like... Let me see. I have the answer. A lot of words like that come from both Old Norse and Old English, and both of those languages have different definitions for very similarly spelled words, so when the languages combined, we just made them one word. I don't know if that's true, but it was first time chatter highlighted message. I'm assuming, in my head, the story checks out, that there was like a linguist that was like, this is finally my time to chat for the first time, like urgently. It makes sense. It makes sense. Still pisses me off, though. We need less Windows updates and more language updates. Instead of all this dumb shit. You know what we need? You know how we have, like, I don't want to call them grammar Nazis. It seems like an antiquated term now, like a deprecated term. Let's call them grammar files. We need grammar files, but that work in the opposite direction. Like, instead of like, oh, you can't say mooses. Moose is the plural because William the Conqueror, when he came over in fucking 1100, blah, blah, blah. Regardless, okay? Instead of that, what we need is Merriam-Webster to grow a fucking sack and then say, guess what? Starting like next year, we're deprecating this old ass shit that doesn't work in English. And then as soon as someone says like, oh, actually, irregardless isn't a word anymore, you can be like, look it up, motherfucker. You're on an old patch, idiot. If you're if you get a big old boner for being the only guy in the room who knows the rules of languages, if that's a real thing, then read the patch notes, okay? Because they're issuing rule changes for balance reasons every damn day. For some reason, your ass wants to go by the rule set you learned in 2nd grade when you had the 3rd highest mark in English class, okay? We're making the language better, and people like you are being left behind. Makes me want to fucking throw up. Give me some meat, please. I don't trust this unit anymore. I trust you. Trusting you. Trusting me. You know what I'm saying? Trusting you. Yeah, trusting me. It's the darkness. I believe in a thing called love. Deal, but only if we can disallow people saying would of. Fuck, that pisses me off. You're right. We can't allow people to say that. Also, we can't allow people to say on accident. I'm sorry. It's by accident. It's by... Where did you go up? It's by accident. It was not on accident. You're making yourself sound like a damn fool. Now we're all sons of bitches. Ooh, now that I really should have bought meat, honestly, but I got lost in the sauce. But a level 3 fish from the pug is very nice. We should just have one language for everybody. I don't care what it is. I'm with you, except unlike the other person, I do care what it is. I want it to be English, because that's the one I already know. And also, a lot of people know it as well. So... I don't think we should pick the language that the most people know, because that wouldn't be fair. But I definitely think we should take one that, like, a lot of people know. Maybe, like, the... you know, it could be, like, the 3rd biggest language or something. Something like that. Spanish? No, not that one. Maybe the 2nd, then. You're gonna be like, oh, like Tagalog? Finally, I suggested English, the language I knew he wanted me to say anyway. And they said, well, if that's what you want. Darryl, I looked this linguist in his optic stems. And I said... Regenbogen, Streusel, and Oreo Crunchies? Greg, no! No, Greg! No. Yeah, yes, I will. No meat for you yet, but that's okay. Okay, yours is better than mine. I could teach you, but I'll have to charge. We draw these. People without kids aren't gonna like this bit, but like, if I was gonna learn a new language, it had to be before college. I'm sorry. There's just no time. I can't... I'm not saying my brain is incapable of learning a new language at age 34. I just got too much shit on the go. I'm gonna have to be learning like 2 words a day. You know how long it'll take me to learn how to speak Spanish? Learning 2 words a day on Duolingo? Take a trip to Madrid when I'm 97 years old. Mi amo Ryan dies. Like, it's just... It had to happen when I didn't have as much shit going on. Like, it had to be... In elementary school, the time that they spent teaching us cursive writing, they could have been teaching us like Japanese or something like that. But instead, we spent 3 hours a day learning, oh, an R in cursive isn't like an R. It looks like a fucking, I don't even know what you'd call it. It looks like you're drawing a cartoon cat or something like that. We didn't retain the French either. True, c'est vrai. Hey, librarian, by the way, thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Thank you. Much appreciated, of course. Thank you. But I also think that they taught French in like a really bad way. At least in my school, you would have like a few hours of French class a week. And then like if they were behind schedule in like anything, French was the first thing to eat shit. They were never like, oh, we're behind in French, we're gonna skip math class for 2 weeks. They were always like, oh, we're behind in math, we're gonna skip French class for 2 weeks. Then you forget like a third of the shit that you learned, and then you come back and it's like, you've been learning French for 9 years, and lesson 1 is like, an apple is called la pomme. And then you get 2 months off for summer where you have no French at all, and you come back in September, and everyone's like, what the hell is hello even? Like we basically did 10 years of introductory French every single year, where we just recycled the same thing over and over again. There was no progress at all. I think that the curriculum, at least when I was a When I was a youngster, it was just kind of planned badly. I think we need moose, but first we need the fish to level. Thank you so much. That's precisely what I asked for. And then you can get sold. And honestly, we're not running a seagull build, really. So why don't we just run 2 mooses for now? This is way better than I could have possibly anticipated. I would accept my 2/2/2 buffs right now. And then you should just take a fortune cookie and you should go here and we have 4 life. There's a shot here. Did you see the TikTok of the woman grounding her bed? Of course I saw the TikTok of the woman grounding her bed. Where they run copper wire through their mattress and then run the copper wire out of their window through like down the 2nd floor of their house to the ground so that any electrical charges in their bed are grounded now. And I feel bad, like, I really do. But it was like, all the replies were like, her husband when there's a thunderstorm, and it was like, oh, Marv from Home Alone 2 getting electrocuted, like, oh, fuck, dude. But what are you gonna do? Just give me chocolate. I'm not taking it out. Thank you. I mean, I see the problem here. Yeah, but you know, we'll get it next round. That's okay. We'll get you next round. Oh, someone said they're going to go to her house and hook it up to like a car battery or something like that. I don't condone that, just to be clear. I don't condone murder, I guess. It's just like, I mean, I also would not run a copper wire out of my house like that connects to my bed. Like, it just, I'm not saying like you deserve it, but I do think that in some ways you're kind of asking for trouble. We'd love to see a level 3 moose. And I would be happy for the time being to run this. We accept this. Now I'm no longer like as happy to run this, but it's still fine. Sure. She did qualify it by saying she did no research ahead of time. She did it. She did indeed. Please. Oh! Bed grounded? I sure hope it is. Plus, I'll +2 you. I'll +2 you today for a joke. Tomorrow I will. Chocolate me? Steaks, good enough. Chocolate me? No chocolate? Hello, PETA. I don't think this is good enough. But there's no reason to roll. So we might as well buy it. Scary thought. I thought you meant that her bed was misbehaving. It's been known to happen. Beds do be going crazy these days. Holy cow, luckiest draw of all time. Any chance you would ever do a types of rice tier list? It's an interesting thought, isn't it? Types of rice. Trying to think. When push really comes to shove, we need this. I don't even care if we only get 1/1 buffs. And you know what? Because we're not going to get 1/1 buffs. Oh! Orzo, as we know, is the best rice. Everybody knows Orzo's the best rice. They should be planting more of that. And they should definitely plant less brown rice. It's not even that good. You know what? I mean, I think every rice has its own purpose in different cuisines. We could do better. Huge if true. If I had to do an overall rice tier list, I mean, I'm basically spitballing because I don't have an answer for you. How does that sound? I like a jasmine, like a Thai rice. I like a basmati, like the rice you would get with some Indian takeout. Interesting squad you got here. And, I mean, it's like, here's the thing. You wouldn't want to have, like, you wouldn't want to get bibimbap and be like, guess what, jasmine rice. You would be like, what? This is weird. You wouldn't want to get, like, you know, Rogan Josh and then have, like, a short grain, like, Korean or Japanese rice. You would be like, what? This is weird. They all serve the cuisine to which they're, to which they belong to. I don't feel like I can wade into this, quite frankly. I'm buying a cookie and you can stick it up your as far as I'm concerned. I will say though, and that my wife may be watching, I eat it for the relative health benefits you get from it versus other rices, but I'm not a huge fan. I like you know, like a Korean rice. I think it's Calrose. Probably not what it's named in Korea, but that's okay. But then also, depending on the food, they'll mix in some different grains, some more whole grains, and then even like a bean mixture that has like, you know, soybeans, chickpeas, other beans in it. That rice to me is not as tasty. Because when you get the bite, sometimes you're biting into grains and sometimes you're biting into beans, which is, I don't mind a rice and bean. But if I'm eating like a Korean dish, I prefer to just have the rice. But with all that being said, it is better for you. So I accept it because I'm an adult. Because you're getting a little bit of, you're getting the full amino acid profile. Potatoes or rice? Rice doesn't want to have that discussion. Rice doesn't want to, listen, if rice said put me up against potatoes, then I would be like, okay, it's your funeral. But like an impartial observer going rice or potatoes, well, like, it's just not a fight that I think rice wants to be in, honestly. Okay, note to self, put green peppers on everybody. Green peppers. Green peppers. Green peppers. Green peppers. Green peppers or chocolate. Green peppers or chocolate. Thank you. Thank you. Motherfucker. Best form of potato? I think I'm basically like a European farmer circa the Middle Ages when it comes to how I feel about potatoes. You got me again, you son of a bitch. Give me some green peppers! Like, I'll eat a French fry. I'll eat a mashed potato, of course. But if you were like, hey, I just boiled a potato and then here's like a pad of butter, do you want it? I would be like, brother, fuck yeah. What are you talking? Do I want it? Of course I want it. It's a potato. How about a green pepper? Chocolate's pretty good too, but how about a motherfucking green pepper? How about a green pepper? Okay, I guess I'll eat shit and die. You rolled one? No! I was thinking about potatoes. Please. Please. I've earned it. I earned it! Oh. We could probably do one more. The sap has been flowing today. What's crazy is, like, I don't exactly know the Nash equilibrium for this. It'd be like a broken glasses. But, like, my lowest performance this week has been 7 wins. That means, like, somebody out there is fucking sucking ass at this weekly, right? Because the wins that they're not technically coming at someone else's expense because of the way that the multiplayer works asynchronously. But, like, the teams that I'm beating are also going up against teams like mine asynchronously themselves, which means they're probably getting their ass beat, right? Someone must be really bad this weekly, which is awesome, and I'd like to say thank you to that person. Huge. You know what? To get a meat, I would absolutely sell the possum to get a meated flamingo out there early. This is a loss. It hurts, but that's a loss. Me, when NL uses being an adult as an excuse for the upteenth time in chat plus twos, nodders. Me, when chat has so many hours in Genshin Impact, they can't conceive of someone actually being too busy to do shit that they don't want to do. Nodders. I mean, NL, I get that you have a kid, so you're probably, like, relatively busy, but what? You must have, like, at least, like, 6 hours of free time every day, right? Roughly? I've got 18 hours of free time a day. So even factoring in, like, a child and, like, other domestic responsibilities and et cetera, you must have at least, like, 6 hours, right? So there's 3 hours of Genshin. That's basically work. And then what else? I don't want to... I'll stack you. Give me a second here. Remember, they took the first shot, okay? This doesn't really make sense, but it's important for me that we get free meat. And we know we're going to want a seagull. So this is what we're going to do. And you know what? I think we should, like, spread them out so that we don't lose all 3 meats at the front. We got a meat for every... We got to space out your meat dishes. You got to put some salads and soups in the middle. It's like Ratatouille 101. The people who watch you actually play Genshin? Well, like, Talia does, so I feel bad. But it's the only game I can think of. Talia is a non-toxic chatter, okay? So, like, I'm not trying to insult anybody. I gotta pick a game. And I don't feel comfortable saying Honkai Star Rail, okay? It just feels weird. Why? I don't know. It just feels weird. Sure, I'll take free Shavakadu. We're crazy for this one. We'll combine you next time, and then we'll get 2 meats. We'll spread them out thusly. I would love to have you get meated. And for once, we're ignoring a pug. What the frick is this shop, dude? What the frick? I'm like, hold on. What the frick? Okay, I'll accept my draw. Then here's what you do. You combine them, grab a meat, level them so you get a new... Your timer resets. Grab another meat. Sell me. Grab a meat. Buy me. Buy me. And we actually... we want to make sure that we're losing both of these lives if possible. I think it's going to happen. Consider this the hit of the century. Consider this the switch that brought me to my knees. So true. Wasn't even REM posting that time. Level me. I just don't think the seal's that good. But we got a lot of life, and we could get cows. So maybe there's something to this. Maybe there's something to this. You'll receive a little meat. You'll give us a little buff. Give us a little buff. Waffle needs to go on cow, so we don't have cows yet. We can afford to wait a little bit. We are kind of trying to get a spawning team going as well. The meat is actually, like, perfectly average size. Well, we're not talking about big meat like, you know, a Foo Fighters song. You know, like, I'll talk about it, carry on, reason something new. You know, just being honest with you, it's been a while since I've heard Big Me. Definitely, I would say a top 8 Foo Fighters song without a doubt. But we've already talked about my distaste for the Foo Fighters before, and it's not winning me a lot of fans because I know they're beloved. But I got to speak my own truth, okay? Wake up the cake at the lake. She's kissing me. That is, can I just say it? Huge if true. As they do, when they do in Sicily. You know what I realized? I was thinking about it today because on my 30-minute Emma Lovewell rock ride, they played Can't Stop by the Red Hot Chili Peppers. My favorite Red Hot Chili Pepper songs are definitely the ones where the bass just goes in the background while Anthony Kiedis just makes up some absolutely idiotic shit over the top. Can't Stop, All Around the World, even like Californication is kind of like that. The ones that tell like a real story, I'm not that interested in the ones. I'm like the ones with the Anthony Kiedis says, wake up the lake, get the lake, wake up the cake, get the lake, she's kissing me. As they do, when they do, in Sicily. That's more my scene. I forgot what the fuck I was doing as well, but that's okay. It's okay, it's okay, brother. Level 2 seal, we want cows and then waffles. Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chart topper says I'm gonna win big. It's actually like he's playing like Balderdash or something. I don't know, what's one of those board games where people need to rhyme? It's like Curtis Blow rap set to the stylings of a 90s rock band. Mad Lib song. Word that rhymes with Sicily. What is kissing me? Okay, cows, please. Listen, I love you, brother. We're gonna need some cows, please. We're gonna move you up. We're gonna sell you. At some point, we should buy some foods for the seal, I suppose. But you're also doing something. I got 2 different archetypes. A George divided cannot stand. Never thought I'd say it. I think we got too many meats. Oh, the Sicily. Every single cake is a cow! Well, it's gonna lose our waffle, but that's okay. You're gonna sell me? No, you're gonna sell me. You're going to purchase me. Right? Why would you freeze a waffle? It simply doesn't make sense in that context. And then we're gonna, yes, so you're saying there's a chance. Feed me. Feed me. Might as well purchase me. I would really rather have a waffle, but it is what it is. That's not that much in the way of buffs yet, but... we're gonna go down to lethal. I mean, it's the worst run of the day, brother. Or is it? It is? Okay, wait. Don't keep the cow and feeding the seal. Bro, this is my waffle engine. We have to. If this is what we're gonna do, we have to. You need this. Thought about the pita, don't get me wrong. Thought about the hot dog, but I'm on a new level. Take a steak. Give me a waffle, please. You didn't give me a waffle. Honestly, right now, you need one of those. And I don't care who knows it. Shh. Come on. Steak on the Seagull? What are you, track 1 off of Brighten the Corners? We live to fight another day. Takes us to 5. Stake me so I can atone for my sins. Waffle me. Waffle's still pretty good. +2 for the Pavement reference. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Those who can do, those who can't do, reference. I've always said that. But I may not be Stephen Malkmus, but I think in many ways, and many people would agree, I am somewhat the Stephen Malkmus of references. Those who mountain do. So true. So fucking true. So you're just making up shit randomly? Excuse me, are you trying to suggest that Zurich isn't stained? And it is your fault? And you're 3/4 of the problem? Make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. We must do away with instained mothers who want to destroy this. So true, dude. We can't beat this team, probably. Probably, definitely. Yeah, but it was a good shot while it lasted. It's a strong-looking team. 6 wins. What a disaster. My friends dragged me to a strip club for my bachelor's weekend. I ended up playing SAP on my phone while they got dances. Bro, the strip club, 100% is like some boomer core establishment. I think that you are completely in the clear. I don't really care if you enjoy the strip club. Like, go wild. Better you than me. But having been to a strip club 2 times in my entire life, at age like 18 and 20, both times I was just like very uncomfortable. It was just fucking weird. The clientele was weird, the business was weird, the interior was weird. It was just strange. Yes, I was dancing to Fall to Pieces by Velvet Revolver.